Hello friends, now in this video or upcoming video, we are going to learn about what is United Nations Environment Program and which kind of role it is providing nowadays. So, in this video or in upcoming videos, we are going to learn about different types of United Nations Environment Program, initiative, convention, or program. So, uh, nowadays you are going through a newspaper or any kind of other social media site, you found that nowadays there is a climate change, there you heard lot of about greenhouse gases and so on. So why the climate change? Why is it really in the past or in future? So United Nations Environment Program have take important role to join or as an collaborative approach of all its members. So, in this video, I am going to make you aware about different types of United Nations Environment Program and how is it tackled to climate change and impact of that. So, friends, the topic is United Nations Environment Program and its convention, initiative, and so on. So first of all, the first question is, what is climate change? So is it universal or keep changing? When you going through newspaper, books, or so many things, you found that before industrial revolution and after industrial revolution, there are the lots of changes occurred in environment or due to urbanization, luxury life, and so on. So it's created much more impacting environment in our nature, like climate change, or I can say global warming, and so on. So it is human uh, human induced things like anthropogenic effect. So in this video, we are going to cover all those aspects. What is the role of United Nations Environment Program, like human-induced impact? So, friends, without wasting our time, let's start it. United Nations and its convention, part one, because there are lots of convention and uh, program of the United Nations. So, friends, in this video and in upcoming videos, I try to cover all these convention program of United Nations Environment Program, which is relevant for present and also for other competitive exam, and also it's kind of awareness what is the role of United Nations Environment Program playing. So always remember one thing, friends, that what is United Nations Environment Program? So ask three questions yourself, like why, what, and how. Means what is UNEP? Why is it working? And how is it working with the role of different country and the nation? So here let's start it. The topic and about United Nations Environment Program and its convention initiatives. इन हिंदी संयुक्त राष्ट्र पर्यावरण कार्यक्रम और इसका सम्मेलन. So in this video, particular in this video, I try to cover only two things, friends, like UNEP, what is role and what will when it is formed, and also one thing Minamata Convention, and later or I will cover all these topic like United Nations Convention on Biological Diversity, जैविक विविधता पर संयुक्त राष्ट्र सम्मेलन, like CITES, Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species, Wild Fauna and Flora. It means one Jivo, friends, here is near, means like it's a misprint, is one. So you can say वन्य वन्य जीवों एवं वनस्पतियों की लुप्तप्राय प्रजातियों के अंतर्राष्ट्रीय व्यापार पर कन्वेंशन. Now, vessel convention, what is it? I'll cover in upcoming videos. Stockholm Convention, Rotterdam Convention or Rotterdam Sammelan, Montreal Protocol, Convention on Migratory Species और वन जीवों की प्रवासी प्रजातियों के बारे में we are going to learn about that. Vienna Convention or Vienna सम्मेलन, Bamako Convention, Tehran Convention. What is that? Most of the student or aspirant heard hear this thing first time. So don't worry, I'll cover this thing in upcoming videos, and after that, you are much aware about what is it. Next is Carpathian Convention, Climate and Clean Air Pollution. First thing, always remember, friends, don't try to remember all these facts or just try to remember what is it and the like the clips or the catch. Where is the catch? So in this video, I'm trying to give you a catch. What you have to remember and how can you retain all those knowledge and information. So let's start it. UNEP and its objective goals. So UNEP और उसके उद्देश्य लक्ष्य क्या हैं? So just tell about something about what is United Nations Environment Program, and in this video I'm trying to envisage in your mind that what the kind of role is it doing, and this is really important nowadays. Yeah, indeedly, friend, this is really important. So the first point, Global Environmental Authority. So United Nations Environment Program works like a global environmental authority. Yes, friend, this is a global environment authority in all over the world or all over our in planet is take a decision or guide the nation how to manage a global environment. Like it serves or which serves and advocate for the environment laws and governance. Yes, friend, it is like laws and governance. It's create a laws. There are some kind of laws and govern about how to tackle the climate change and their impact, how to help to reduce carbon, how can we reduce greenhouse gas emission. So it is like वैश्विक पर्यावरण प्राधिकरण जो पर्यावरण कानून और शासन की सेवा और वकालत करता है. या इज इट राइट कि ये एक लाइक गवर्नेंस और एडवोकेट करता है कि या आई एम हियर एंड प्रोवाइड यू ऑल द इंफॉर्मेशन एंड डाटा हाउ कैन यू कंट्रोल द इन्वायरमेंट. नाउ सेकंड पॉइंट, फोकस्ड on helping countries transition to low carbon and resource efficient economies. Yes, friend. How can we reduce low carbon? How can we from high carbon exposure in environment? And there are the lots of scheme or the way we provide technological support or financial support. This kind of thing United Nations Environment Program can do or doing. Everyone aware about that resource nowadays is like not a friend, it is not a, I can say, indefinite. Resource is not an indefinite, but yeah, the population is nowadays is the indefinite. So I can say that the resource is definite. We can have particular resource to utilize those things. Like if someone have three chapatis to eat in a day, or so how can you say that you can have five? So it means that the supply and demand. So there is a resource where resource crunch. So how can use those resource or minimum resource with the optimum output? So it also help the country in resource efficient economics. आपको कैसे रिसोर्स और मीनिंगफुल वे में यूज करना है विदाउट मच एक्सप्लॉइटेशन. Because everyone remember, friends, this is the one motto that without economic exploitation, आप इकोनॉमिक एक्सप्लॉइटेशन करोगे ही करोगे, क्योंकि विदाउट दैट यू कैन नॉट इंक्रीज. तो इकोनॉमिक exploitation is going on. We are going to do exploit economy or resource, but how can we reduce those impact on our environment or on our in nature or our climate? So it is called sustainable development. Always remember, friend, that economic exploitation is always going on, but or always happen when we going to emerging country or developing country or developed country. It's going to happen. Just go and check in history. You always remember or heard or learn about that after industrial revolution, what the life of Europe country, particularly England, there's so many changes were occurred. So economic exploitation with minimum resource crunch or minimum effect in the environment. So this is kind of economic exploitation with sustainable development or minimum exploitation to reduce those exploitation impact. Now, strengthening environmental governance and law, safeguarding ecosystem and providing evidence-based data to inform policy decision. Yes, friend. It means that how can United Nations Environment Program is help to country to make laws or any politician help in this decision making in to politician and also administrator to tackle environment impact or climate change with the policy decision with action oriented program. So it is always help in action oriented program, like you implement some law but without the ground reality or without any analysis, without any research and development, how can you process or implement those policies? So it is help or it help in taking a decision about which policy is relevant in the field of climate change. So it is kind of helping gather data, information synthesis, and after that inform any country or member country to take a good decision to tackle climate change and greenhouse impact. लाइक देशों को निम्न कार्बन और संसाधन कुशल अर्थव्यवस्थाओं में संक्रमण में मदद करने, पर्यावरणीय शासन और कानून को मजबूत करने, पारिस्थितिक तंत्र की सुरक्षा करने और नीतिगत निर्णयों को सूचित करने के लिए साक्ष्य आधारित डेटा प्रदान करता है और करने के लिए केंद्रित किया गया है. सो इट इज फोकस, इट इज मोटिवेट अबाउट how to take a climate change and global warming effect. Now, third point, UNEP's mission is to inspire, inform, and enable nations and peoples to improve their quality of life without compromising that of future generation. Yes, friend, we focus on present, learn about the past, and think about the future. So it means it's guide like live local and think global. Yes, friend. Live local and think global. It means it inspire, it motivate to the people and the generation, upcoming generation and also the present generation, how to tackle environment change and to give the motivation, ambitious to tackle and aware about this kind of role we are is really happen in, or impact our climate change or upcoming generation. Like uh, much aware about that. India is one of the populous country and surpassing China. So the most important, just think about future generation. If someone said that कि हम हमारे पास्ट गलतियों से हमें ये झेलना पड़ रहा है. सो दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग यूएनईपी हेल्प. नाउ यूएनईपी का मिशन राष्ट्रों और लोगों को भविष्य की पीढ़ियों में समझौता किए बिना उनके जीवन की गुणवत्ता में सुधार करने के लिए प्रेरित करना, सूचित करना और सक्षम बनाना. या दिस इज लाइक कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग, फ्रेंड्स. Yeah, it means capacity building about future generation and present generation. Present generation capacity building to how to tackle, how to live, how to invest those things. There are one catch here. Just go through SDG goals. They are the 17 goals. Just remember only a few of them, so important nowadays. SDG goals. Yes, friend, you need to remember SDG. What is Sustainable Development Goal? Now, fourth point, through cutting edge science, coordination, advocacy to achieve the sustainable development goals, live in harmony with nature. How can we live harmony and prosperous life? To understand the nature, what is providing. So, most of them, if you are a geography student, you are aware about the geographical thought. There are the lots of things like neo-determinist, what is the neo-deterministic, what is possibilism, and what is you can say that deterministic. So this were thing. How can we harmony with nature? You can much remember of that thing that someone live in a high altitude area. They are the RBC cells. They are RBC cells high in their body. Why? Just go and think about that, friend. I'm not going to provide every data here. So just go and learn about what is RBC, why the RBC's count is more in high altitude people. The reason is that because Mother Nature or the nature is provide to how to live in those climates. In high, like you can see in Russia, Siberian area, or in India, in Himalayan people, why there the red spot in their face were found. So यूएनईपी हेल्प इन और यूनाइटेड नेशन इन्वायरमेंट प्रोग्राम मदद करता है अत्याधुनिक विज्ञान समन्वय और वकालत के माध्यम से सतत विकास लक्ष्यों को प्राप्त करना और प्रकृति के साथ सद्भाव से रहना या नाउ एज यू about that India is almost India is a softcore country always believe in like friendly relation with other countries and everyone. So this is the UNEP program. Now uh, focus on यूनाइटेड नेशन सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम संयुक्त राष्ट्र सतत विकास कार्यक्रम पर ध्यान दें मतलब ध्यान देना इट मीन्स द रूल्स ऑफ यूनाइटेड नेशन सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल दे आर the key points like how to tackle hunger, poverty, how can we make a good life and better thing. Now, 1972. So here is the case. So just try to remember trend because in any exam, PSC, SPC, and other exam, directly one question they ask like just tell me when UNEP established or formed. So United Nations Conference on Human Environment, or I can say also known as Stockholm Conference, or also known as Human Environment Declaration which formed in 1972. Yes, friend, you need to remember this fact. This is an important 1972 United Nations Environment Program formed in 1972. Or UNEP headquarters is Nairobi, Kenya. So, someone directly one of the question State Public Service Commission asks, where is UNEP headquarters? You can say it is Nairobi and Kenya, found in 1972. So 1972 में मानव पर्यावरण संयुक्त राष्ट्र सम्मेलन या स्टॉकहोम सम्मेलन मानव पर्यावरण घोषणा पत्र का गठन हुआ था और इसका मुख्यालय नैरोबी केन्या में है. Now next point, it is voluntary funded by its members or member of the country. So friend, it's kind of thing that there are total 193 countries, 193 country of United Nations voluntary contribute means there's no pressure or there no kind of obligation, but it's kind of philanthropic to add or contribute some amount to help other countries to tackle climate change or greenhouse gases. यह अपने सदस्य देशों द्वारा स्वैच्छिक वित्त पोषित है. Yeah, here is the catch for Hindi medium student. UNEP works closely with his 193 members state. Yes, friends. So UNEP members, there are 193 and representative. And कितने लोग सम्मेलन हैं? तो it's like representatives from civil society, businesses, and other major groups and stakeholders. Stakeholders, friends, here mean that how many people were contribute or how many people were came to contribute their knowledge, expertise on this field. So the stakeholder is a broad term. There's a stockholder, and stakeholder. So it is like in economics, micro. In economic, I can say it is micro stockholder. Stockholder means micro, and stakeholder means stakeholders means that macro. I mean, there are so many people can join and provide the information about this. So they are changed now. As you can say that climate change is a universal change. It keeps changing, but due to human-induced or anthropogenic effect, it's now changing so fast space or so variability were occurred nowadays in our weather situation or season where changes. We cannot predict the weather. Never we can. But nowadays it is more uncertain. We cannot say today is warm and in night is raining. We cannot say. So stockholder means micro, a few members, but stakeholder various members, many members were joined and adjust. So many stakeholders to address environmental challenge through United Environment Assembly, the world's highest level decision-making body on the environment. Yes, here is the case also. Catch also. You have to remember, friend. You need to remember this one. What is United Nations Environment Assembly? So it's the world's highest decision-making body in environment. Now, just go through it. Just the Hindi meaning of that. What is focus area of United Nation Environment Program और यूएनईपी के फोकस क्षेत्र किस एरिया में ये फोकस कर रही है और क्या इसका मोटिवेशन है द इट मीन्स द पर्पस why the purpose or what is the purpose of United Nations Environment Program, why is it established and giving in which direction is it working. So it is working climate change, yeah, the Jalvayu Parivartan. Nowadays, climate change is going too fast. Like you can see that the ozone layer in Antarctica is depleting much more cord. But after some of the reports, they said that now it covered in ozone layer in stratosphere is covered. So, but climate change is going too fast. So you can heard about IPCC report. Yes, friend. What you know about IPCC report? So one of the tasks about UNEP also provide a assessment report which synthesis about the climate change, where changing or changes or what kind of impact in our daily life or glow in a globe where occur due to climate change, global warming, and greenhouse gas emission. So definitely, friend, I will cover this topic in upcoming video. Just go through it. So second point of or focus area of UNEP is disaster and conflict, आपदा और संघर्ष, ecosystem management. I can say in Hindi, पारिस्थितिक तंत्र प्रबंधन, environmental governance, पर्यावरणीय शासन, chemical and waste, रसायन and अपशिष्ट, resource efficiency, संसाधन दक्षता. Now, as you can understand, this is the focus area of UNEP. Mostly UNEP work in this field. So there are the lots of convention program of UNEP working. Now, friend, UNEP like United Nations Environment Program. Uh, After I can say after 2016, it came to India or established headquarters in India in New Delhi and help Indian government or Indian every policies to tackle climate change. So after 2016, it came to India or established its headquarters in New Delhi. So one thing now, here is the catch. Just go through the four main areas of United Nations Environment Program focus. Here it is logo and this kind of thing you can. So green economy, it work in green economy, environment governance, what kind of environmental governance, this is the right, accountable, who is accountable for that, which kind of law, rules, regulation, norms I provide. Ecosystem, what is ecosystem, friends? Ecosystem is set of, or I can say that biotic abiotic relationship in the community or in the particular environment or particular location. That is ecosystem. Like आप अभी रूम में बैठ के वीडियो देख रहे होगे, तो आप बैठे होगे तो देयर इज अ टेबल, देयर इज अ लैपटॉप, योर फोन, एवरीथिंग, complete things like a set of ecosystem. Focus on waste, like I can hear chemical and waste, which kind of chemicals, so everything. So they are the convention or they are the program. I'm going to cover all those things in upcoming videos. So now here is the catch. Thing to know, TTK, thing to know. India is its member and all UNEP program held under the aegis of MOEF and CC. It means Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. इंडिया इसका सदस्य है और संपूर्ण यूएनईपी का काम और कार्यगत मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ इन्वायरमेंट फॉरेस्ट क्लाइमेट चेंज के अंदर किया जाता है. सो जस्ट रिमेंबर कि वॉट एवर द प्रोग्राम अंडर यूएनईपी मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ इन्वायरमेंट वेर टेकन और डू. Though now after previous few years, UPSC and other state exams where I directly asked one question like just tell me which report is from which organization. For that I put this thing like United Nations Environment Program or UNEP publish or give these reports like action on air quality, कार्रवाई और वायु गुणवत्ता, इमिशन गैप रिपोर्ट, उत्सर्जन और अंतर रिपोर्ट, ग्लोबल इन्वायरमेंट आउटलुक. या फ्रेंड, दिस इज द इम्पॉर्टेंट वन. दिस वन, वैश्विक पर्यावरण दृष्टिकोण, द ग्लोबल इन्वायरमेंट आउटलुक इज इम्पॉर्टेंट वन. एडेप्टेशन गैप रिपोर्ट, अनुकूलन अंतर रिपोर्ट. What kind of we adapt or which kind of adaptation like affect in our future? Like everyone heard about India ambitious target, INDC, intended nationally determined contribution. So, friend, I'm covered this also in upcoming video. How to India national action plan, not India national action plan on climate change 2008. This is also important one because it is relevant to this topic. So I will cover this one in upcoming video. So National Action Plan on Climate Change. So here some fact, thing to know or things to remember. United Nations Environment Assembly. Here I had mentioned that UNEP, United Nations Environment Assembly, it is a highest United Environment Assembly. It is the highest environmental decision body of United Nations, formed in 2012 and held once in 2 years or biennial. What it means, my friends, this environment or this assembly is highest decision making body of environment of United Nations. So biennial means here it held after 2 years. After 2 years in 2 years once at a time, but not just don't confuse. Like here is a term biannual. Biannual here means what is biannual and biennial. Friends, this type of question UPSC shall ask, and many of them not aware of this kind of term. So biennials means or biannual. Biannual means here in an year, in a year टू टाइम्स हेल्ड एनी टाइम ऑफ लाइक कोई भी कन्वेंशन या कोई भी मीटिंग होता है बाय एनुअल मतलब होता है कि एक साल में दो बार हो लाइक 6 6 महीने के टाइम इंटरवल में हो सकता है तो इट मीन्स कि बाय एनुअल की इन अ ईयर टू टाइम्स वेयर हेल्ड और आई कैन से इन बाइनियल मीन्स इन 2 years वन टाइम हेल्ड सो ये एक बार होता है कितने सालों में दो बार फ्रेंड सो बाइनियल मीन्स held once in 2 years. So don't try to confuse in those kind of words. संयुक्त राष्ट्र पर्यावरण सभा ये संयुक्त राष्ट्र का सर्वोच्च पर्यावरण निर्णय निकाय है. It means it's a important decision or highest decision making body of United Nations. 2012 में गठित हुआ 2 साल का या द्विवार्षिक में एक बार आयोजित किया जाता है. Now also just try to remember thing to know World Environment Day 5 June और विश्व पर्यावरण दिवस held in every year 5 June. Now I am going to cover one of the topic United Nations Environment Program Convention or its program. So the most important one is or the first one is Minamata Convention. What is it? क्या है? What is the importance of that? So, Minamata Convention, global convention to protect human health and environment from the adverse effect of mercury. Yes, friend, here is the catch. What is Minamata Convention? It is for mercury. So, direct one, you can understand. Don't try to remember all those. Just have a case or try to just go through it. Or just uh, try to think that Minamata is only for mercury. सो मानव स्वास्थ्य और पर्यावरण को प्रतिकूल परिस्थितियों से बचाने के लिए वैश्विक सम्मेलन पारा का प्रभाव मरकरी का क्या इफेक्ट होगा ह्यूमन हेल्थ में सो इट इज फोकस ऑन मरकरी advocate to ban on new mercury mines and phased out existing mercury mines in timely bound manner or in a phased manner like it provide you can heard about the term historical responsible or historical responsibility. So there are developed country, there are developing country, or there are least developed country or least developing country. So it gives time frame. It gives the when you need to phase out in a timely manner. So different country like developing or other country have the timeline. Like someone have to eliminate or phase out like 2005 I use 100 tons of mercury I use, but in 2030 I'll reduce it 50 million tons. So this kind of thing it guide or it govern for that. It has now Minamata Convention signed. It has signed in 2003. Yes, friend, you need to remember this fact because many state police service commission or many state examination directly asks when the Minamata Convention signed. So it is signed in 2013 and entered in force in 2017. Yes, friend, here is the catch. Means ki, every country come and talk about that the Minamata Convention we are going to be and thereafter we were signed in 2013 and entered in force. It come to effective और effect हुआ ये काम करने लगा 2017 में इस पर 2013 में हस्ताक्षर किए गए और 2017 में ये लागू हुआ. India signed in 2014 but ratified in 2018 and became its member. So, friend, India signed after 1 year of this convention in 2014. So, just remember this one and ratified or come into force in India and obligate and obligation or obliged towards Minamata Convention 2018. So here is the case also. You need to remember this thing because directly this question asked in competitive exam or nowadays you're all aware about that. UPSC can ask anything. It is like fact. UPSC earlier believe in only fact. UPSC believe earlier in fact and logic, but nowadays it's directly focus on facts, friend. Facts, more facts. You need to remember, retain all the facts. So just try to remember. Watch It is, Minamata Convention watch global supply trades of mercury, also mercury added manufactured products, which is released in land, water, and also emit in the air. So mercury can found anywhere because it's naturally organic substance or chemical element uh, can be like it found in land, water, and air. So पारे का वैश्विक आपूर्ति और व्यापार पर नजर रखना, साथ ही पारे से निर्मित उत्पादों पर भी नजर रखना जो जमीन, पानी और हवा में उत्सर्जित होते हैं. इट मीन्स इमिट होते हैं. हाउ कैन बी कंट्रोल? सो इज अ सेट ऑफ गाइडलाइंस, रूल and law to provide members country to follow. You need to do these do and does kind of thing. Now, in this slide, I'm trying to cover or give you some glimpse because you can say this is also covered in science and tech. So science and tech or is kind of general knowledge. So what is mercury or para? It is naturally occurring heavy metal found in air, water, and soil. यह प्राकृतिक रूप से हवा, पानी, मिट्टी में पाई जाने वाली भारी भारी धातु है. इट्स अ हैवी मेटल विच कैन फाउंड इन एयर. इट इज डार्क ग्रे इन कलर and chemical elements ensemble is Hg. Hg means mercury. Here is mercury. So Hg is the symbol of mercury. In periodic table and atomic number 80. Yes, friend, you can see in this picture. Try to just pause your video or just go see this one. Like Hg is atomic number 80, and how can you see like liquid room temperature? So here you also can remember that it is a uh, metal liquid in liquid in room temperature. So someone can tell me the non-metal liquid in temperature. So it's all about bromine. So, friend, go through it. Just learn about also bromine and mercury. Mercury is a liquid at room temperature. It is a metal, or you can say non-metal. So just go bromine. Just go through Google or any Wikipedia or any other books, or just learn about also bromine because if it's, any exam can ask. So mercury concern, or what is it? It is concern. Why the country try to phase out, or why the law is here? Because it impacts on our health. It impacts on health. स्वास्थ्य पर प्रभाव करता है. Effects in digestive, immune and nervous system. हमारे पाचन, प्रतिरक्षा और तांत्रिका प्रणाली पर प्रभाव करता है. Yes, friend. It affects our nervous system because it's really a heavy metal. It's really affect our health and major concern about nowadays. It also affect our memory loss, retention. You cannot retain anything much longer. So, any what can anyone tell about the one of the disease caused by memory loss, or you cannot remember anything? So you can remember one thing that Alzheimer. What is Alzheimer, friend? And also just remember about dementia, dementia, and whatever is it. There also one disease like amnesia or kind of thing. So also remember what disease name amnesia. Amnesia, what is it, friend? Just go through it. I'm not going to cover all this because it take too much time here, or it's more than 30 to 40 minutes video. So just go. What kind of material also causes memory loss and cognitive learning effect? You cannot learn anything properly, or you cannot speak anything so good. So memory loss and also स्मृति हानि और संज्ञानात्मक शिक्षण प्रभाव. You cannot, it's going to become like uncognitive. So memory loss due to Alzheimer disease, dementia, amnesia, and so on. So go through it and learn about more. Now, in this slide, we learn about the facts of Minamata Convention and also how mercury can affect in our food chain, how our life going to be more disaster due to the impact of or emit of mercury. So the first thing that mercury is naturally occurring substance like you can hear it is naturally occurring heavy metal means it's occur naturally in soil health so on. So here is the fact what is why Minamata Convention, why the name of this convention called Minamata, because it is named from Minamata city of Japan, where first time mercury waste released from industrial water, and there are so many peoples or I can say countrymen were exposed and suffered from disease, and we analyzed and thereafter this convention came. So मिनामाता नाम जापान के मिनामाता शहर से निकला था जहां से पारा अपशिष्ट निकलता था औद्योगिक जल के कारण यानी इंडस्ट्रियल वाटर के साथ जिस वेस्ट वाटर कम. So there is a one catch friend, Minamata disease or mercury disease caused by high exposure of methyl mercury. Yes, friend, directly any state exam where asked or anywhere question where come like Minamata caused by, so you can say methyl mercury. Now, so look this diagram, friends. Here, how from volcano, coal plant, and also here soil and so on, from mines, how can mercury release and emit in soil, is the water, environment, so on, with the form of methyl mercury. So methyl mercury के form में निकल रहा है. Now, how can they are the marine organisms or environment in the ocean sea like krill is deposit on krill and small fish like salmon, pollock, oyster eat those krill. After krill is also remember krill is one of the question of ecosystem ecology. So I will cover in upcoming video what is krill. Please just remember that the is marine ecosystem or it is found in the coastal area or I can say the submerged area like here you can say this is. This one is like continental margin, continental shelf, and continental rise. This is abysses plain and ocean. So here the krill were found like this is a coastal area. I mean the like here to here. So you can remember this thing like what is a continental margin, continental shelf, and what is continental rise. So just friends try to learn every topic to interact with other topic or just try to correlate with other topic. Like this topic is about ecology and environment or how can you interlink with the environment or geography with the science so on. So try to link all the subject in one form. Definitely friends when you have this kind of thing definitely you correct the exam. Any exam you can have the words to write anything, you don't have lacking words, don't have to remember so on so many things, just you can have try to interrelated all the things in one together like how the mercury reached from volcano, coal plant, mines, and ocean, pond, sea, uh, small fish eat krill, then small fish eaten by trout or tuna or bigger fish, then bigger fish like shark they eat. Now all those things, how food chain affected. Now directly is come to human, how can be affected? No, like we eat krill, or sorry, we can eat salmon, pollock, oyster that is already exposed in mercury. So we can eat those fish. Like the term is bioaccumulation. What is bioaccumulation? And just think about that. That how is accumulated by one organism to another organism. Like here, like a small fish, second stage, then big fish, then larger fish. How can this thing going from one organism to another organism and accumulated, then finally come to our food or in our plate. So it's affect mercury. How can affect? Like here you can see the diagram. so is an important one. Just try to have a case, try to remember this from this diagram, what is bioaccumulation, how mercury affects in our health system, and how it came to our how it come to our plate or food plate or in our food chain. So here is it. Now the important thing, friend, you need to remember all this one. It is really important because they are question were asked or the question will be asked in upcoming exam or directly from nowadays from this topic. So what is Earth Summit? So Earth Summit in 1992, it means पृथ्वी शिखर सम्मेलन 1992 in 1992 held, also known as UN Conference or United Nations Conference on Environment and Development in 1992, held in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. So Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. So Earth Summit held in 1992. So this thing 1992 में पर्यावरण एवं विकास पर संयुक्त राष्ट्र सम्मेलन रियो डी जेनेरियो ब्राजील में हुआ था. What is Agenda 21? One UPSC can ask in future or in past, they ask this type of question. Ki, what is Agenda 21? So it's simple. Remember, focus to achieve sustainable development goals. Yes, friend. Only you need to remember that SDG goals. So what is Agenda 21? SDG goals, Sustainable Development Goals. एजेंडा 21 सतत विकास लक्ष्यों को प्राप्त करने पर केंद्रित है. सो हियर आल्सो यू नीड टू रिमेंबर, दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्ट. सो एजेंडा 21 और अर्थ समिट का आउटकम क्या था? व्हाट इज द आउटकम ऑफ समिट? शिखर सम्मेलन का नतीजा. नाउ आफ्टर 5 years रियो आल्सो रियो डिक्लेरेशन 1992, रियो घोषणा 1992. सो देयर after Earth Summit 1992 held, and their outcome is like Rio Declaration. The Rio Declaration came in 1992 also. What is that? It creates a roadmap like 27 universal principle camp. Like now we can learn about United Nations framework on climate change, or like Convention on Biological Diversity, like Nagoya Protocol, like Basel Convention, Rotterdam Convention, and so on, like Convention on Migratory Species, so on came after Rio Declaration 1992 or Earth Summit or Agenda 21. So this declaration will come. The how we create and when we will describe or when we will give this a roadmap. So in Rio Declaration 1992, outcome of Earth Summit held in ब्राजील in 1992, 27 सार्वभौमिक सिद्धांत आते हैं, जैसे UNFCCC, जैविक विविधता पर सम्मेलन आदि. So now after 5 years of Rio Earth Summit 1992, in 1992 Rio Earth Summit held. After that, after 5 years, there are Rio Plus 5 held in 1997. So please, friend, try to remember this fact also. Rio Plus 5 on 1997, after 5 years of Earth Summit, create a roadmap for Agenda 21. And I can say Rio Plus 5 1957 पृथ्वी शिखर सम्मेलन के 5 वर्ष के बाद एजेंडा 21 के लिए एक रोड मैप बनाया गया. So Rio Declaration, like create FCC. So we create a roadmap of how can we make rules law about Convention on Biological Diversity, United Nations Framework or climate change, and so on. So just try to remember all these facts. This is really relevant for the upcoming exams, or if you are preparing for any state exam like State Public Service Commission, or if you are a student of UPSC. This is topic is relevant for you and important for you. So please, friend, try to remember or just go through 2 to 3 times. I cannot say don't go more than 2 times. Just try to go 2 times. You can automatically everything in your mind. और whenever आप जब भी पढ़ते हो कोई भी चीज को, तो try to think that write on your page. आप कुछ ना क्रिस्प में लिखो या जॉट डाउन आप लिखो. व्हेन यू राइट समथिंग इट्स ऑटोमेटिकली फिट ऑन योर माइंड एंड ट्राई टू नरेट समवन. और आप अभी वॉक जा रहे हो या कहीं वॉक पे निकल रहे हो, तो आपने जो भी पढ़ा है इन द पर्टिकुलर डे आप अपने रिकॉल करो. हाँ, मैंने ये आई हैव डन दिस थिंग. और ऑल्सो वन थिंग फ्रेंड्स, now I will tell you something, or how can memory start your memory? How can be like that? So for UPSC uh, aspirant and also for other state public service commission aspirants, I just tell you one thing. What you need to do when today, like you have learned something from 6 to 8 hours, or when you are going for sleep, or you are going for a sleeping, or you are sleeping, or going for a bed, just try to recall what today you have done. Like I wake up in 5 o'clock. Thereafter, I'll go for a walk, make a bed, and do a gym and so kind of thing. Then learn this book. What is the page number? How can so try to keep doing this thing. And after a month or 6 days, 21 days, or so on, you can automatically your mind is working like that. You can remember everything within a second. Believe me, friends, it's my word, habit. So be focused. And if you need any kind of help in this preparation, कि सर हमें ये याद नहीं होता, हमें कैसे करें, how can I do that thing? So just ping me, friends. I help you. And you can call me or you can text me. My WhatsApp number. My WhatsApp number is 931 931 913 79 and 71. So, friend, if you really need any kind of assistance or any kind of help in this preparation, definitely I will get to you. So just ping me in WhatsApp. This is my WhatsApp number, or just ping in this uh, below of the video or comment box. I will come to you and help you how to resolve your frustration. How can you focus, motivated, and create a spark to do something in your life? So just ping me 931 913 79 and 71. So friend, just for you, just do this thing to provide me that which kind of video you are looking or which kind of thing I will help you near future. Please do like, subscribe, and share. Give your valuable feedback. Also, had any question, please comment on my below comment box, and also like INSATIABLEDEMY 1729. Thank you so much.